Good morning, students. I am your teacher here with the chapter Water, a Precious Resource. Yes, we use this every day, but while using it, we never think that whether we are wasting it or using it needfully. And this is the time to think over it. Yes, we need to think over it because it is very much precious, and day by day it is deteriorating, and the usable amount of water means the water which we are using, that is also decreasing due to the continuous pollution. So we need to save water, use the water needfully, judicially. According to United Nations, for drinking, washing, cooking and maintaining proper hygiene is a minimum of 50 liters per person per day. So a person needs 50 liters of water to keep itself clean and to do its to fulfill its requirement and do the work in which the water is needed. Okay, so that is about two and a half bucket of water. So if you are using the water double than this or triple than this, means somewhere you are wasting the water. Now water resources, the water resources are the surface water also and groundwater also. Water resources are the source of water that are used or potentially useful to humans. It is important because it is needed for life to exist. Many uses of water include agricultural, industrial, household, recreational and environmental activities. Now you can see the natural sources of water are oceans, lake, river, streams, and so these are the sources of the water from where we get. Okay, as well as the source of water is rain, well, river already I told, stream, lake, and for the people living in the urban area is, yeah, tap is also a source of water. Now, how this water is maintained on the earth? So the water is maintained on the earth by the process of water cycle. So what happens in the water cycle is also known as hydrologic cycle. Hydro stands for the water. So when we say water cycle, it doesn't mean cycling in the water. It means that circulation of water from ground to from ground to the skies. That means the water keep on circulating by converting in different forms. So the hydrologic cycle or the hydrologic movement of water on above and below the surface of earth. So here you can see the water cycle. In the water cycle, if I start with the precipitation, means condensing the cloud into droplets or the snowfall or the hail or whatever the medium is the precipitation, then the water will run off. So you can see that the surface water, it is running off. Some amount of water is infiltrated and going into the groundwater. Rivers and streams are also getting recharged by some amount of water you can see is collected in the lake, and now from the sea or the lake or the river, the evaporation takes place. Okay, this is the evaporation taking place, and here the plants are releasing the vapor in the form by the process of transpiration. Now what happens? All these in the presence of the sun forms the cloud by the evaporation process. And when these clouds become too big and heavy, and get the appropriate temperature to condense. There it condense and do the precipitation. How we use the water? Yes, by washing, planting trees, washing utensils, etc. are the ways by which we can use. Now the water can be used in the form of recreational like in the form of a swimming pool. It can be used for generating power, it can be used for agriculture, home use, industrial use, and these are the different uses of the water. So let it be this much for today, students. In the next class we will discuss about further in this topic.